Hello YouTube, it's your boy the Crazy Trader, and I'm here again with your favorite stock review. Hey guys, today I really want to discuss something with you. A stock that I haven't really picked up stocks, single stocks on this industry, but I believe this stock is going to do really good and it's going to do really great in the coming future. So for every millennial and Gen Z, you know, most of my videos are directed towards you. So for every, especially the Gen Zs, if you are not into stocks and you are watching this video right now, then trust me, there's a 70% chance you're going to do better than most of your colleagues, because there's a lot of us that when growing up, we didn't get the opportunity to watch videos like this and for us to be informed enough to take very calculated decisions. So in every generation, or in every century, or in every time, there's something that comes up that turns society around. There was a time that electricity was one of the biggest things that turned society around, and then there was the internet era that turns society around it on its head, and now there's the metaverse, where augmented reality and virtual reality is meeting the real reality and making it possible. And I think in the near future to come, this is going to be a huge industry, and some people are actually projecting about $900 billion in the industry, in the metaverse industry, in the upcoming years. You should be a partaker of that kind of industry, of that kind of money. And not to bore your head too much, I want to talk about a stock, an ETF that is taking on the metaverse, and I think you should also look into it. And mind you, just recently Facebook changed its name into Meta, so they are, because they said they were tackling the metaverse. Okay, so I was looking around, I was like, what stock can I invest into? And a lot of stocks kept popping up, like Nvidia, Google, Snapchat, Facebook. I'm like, okay, so I'll show you a stock or an ETF that bundles all that into one basket at an affordable price. So let's go. The ticker symbol is Meta, and the real the full name is Round Hill Ball Metaverse ETF. So that it's an ETF, you know, that consists of some of the stocks that I mentioned, that Facebook, Nvidia. It consists of 41 stocks, and then I'm going to show you some of the stocks that it consists of. It's a great stock. They just came about 6 months ago, so there's not much information about this, but I'll take you to their website, and then you can look at a few things that we are going to find out there. So here it is. It had some momentum. I'll show you something. It had some momentum last week because Facebook changed its name to the metaverse, okay, to Meta. So it had some momentum last week, you know, because Facebook changed its name. So here is it. If you go to Robinhood and you search META, it's going to bring you here. It's just $15 right now. It's $15. It's not even been a year. So if you go back 1 year, I'll show you. If you go back 1 year, you can see this. It came out in, I think, June or July. Okay, yeah, in June 30th. So it's been bouncing up and down a little bit, and it came out at $15. So at $15.47, it's still at a good price. Now let me take you to Market Watch, and I'll show you something out there. So the market, the price $15.46 on Market Watch, and you can see the top holdings, the top 10 holdings that they are holding in this ETF is Nvidia, Roblox, Facebook, Microsoft, Snap. These are their top 10 holding. Tencent, Amazon. All these people are trying to tackle the metaverse, so they have it all in their portfolio. Okay, if you go to Yahoo News, I was trying to get you the institutional holdings, but there's nothing that I can find on the institutional holdings, because like I said, this is pretty new, and most of the reports haven't been done on it. And even if you go to NASDAQ, you're going to find the same thing. It has no dividend history, it has no institutional holdings. So it's a fairly new ETF that they are trying to put together. They've already put together, but they are trying to work around it. So I'm sure there's going to be a dividend announcement and all that later on when they figure themselves out. So you can see dividend history information is presently unavailable for this company. And then you can go to their website, and they have a ton of information on their website. I think it's the best place to visit. You don't have to go to Yahoo News and NASDAQ and all those places. Just go to their website. That is roundhillinvestment.com, and then you're going to see the ETF. If you want the research, they have esports, sports betting, streaming, pro sports, and then the metaverse. If you can see the metaverse right here, But if you see the metaverse ETF, they'll give you all the details about it. The expense ratio is 0.75, and most shares outstanding 9.7 million. It was launched in June 30th. Number of holdings 41. ETF options, yes. Security lending, yes. So they have a ton of information that you can see. And the geographic breakdown, you can see the 81% of the stocks that they hold are in the United States, and then 5% China, 5.8% China, and all the other places. And then you go to market capitalization, and here we are. Large caps is 91.8% of the portfolio, and then they have some small caps and mid caps in there. I'm trying to make this video as short as possible, so I don't want to put out too much info, but there's a lot of information on their website that you can see. I'm just bringing it to your attention, so you can figure it out. And then if you want to get into it, you can get into it. Look at their 10 top holdings. 9% is Nvidia, 7% is Microsoft, 7% is Roblox, Facebook is 6%, Unity Software 5%. So all these people are tackling the metaverse. So I'm bringing this to your attention. I personally do not hold any shares in the company. As you can see, I hold no shares in the company, but I'm hoping that tomorrow I'm starting to trim down my portfolio into a more futuristic portfolio. So I personally am going to get some of these stocks hopefully tomorrow. That will be on Monday. Hopefully tomorrow I'm going to invest into their stocks, because I believe that is going to do really well, and an ETF like this can grow, and when they start paying out dividends, I'm hoping to have the drip effect flow into it. So I'm going to get a few tomorrow and see how it turns out, and I hope you do too. Anyways, this is not professional advice. This is just my own personal opinions, like I always say. But I don't want to bother you. I'm out of your hair. So, like I always say, scared money don't make no money, and you always got to risk it to get the biscuit. Stay blessed, stay safe, and peace.